experience it. We have to experience sensory perception. We got to experience it. Intuitive knowledge is without necessarily experiencing that you are intellectually within some way that experience is coming for you from somewhere of the past that you derive intuitively. Sensory knowledge is all about matter, touch and feel. So little. Intuitive knowledge is all about invisibility. For example, I'm practicing music. When I'm practicing music, intuitively I know that I'm missing the tune. Intuitively I know it when I'm practicing, and I'm just a fresh student now. Yesterday, Sishkala, I was talking about I'm learning music now. And then some people are just not able to, they take time to recognize that they're going out of tune, but intuitively you know you're going out of tune. Where is that coming from? If you didn't have any idea of the music technology, the functional skill of music, intuitively know it because it's all coming from a greater experience that we've had. That intuitive knowledge is far, far broader, far wider. And in a meditation, we are developing our intuition significantly. We keep drawing upon this reservoir of wisdom out there, and then we keep drawing. That intuition becomes stronger and stronger and stronger. What somebody has to experience is intuitively known to us. And so then we cut short, and then we are able to become very efficient. You know, we are going into we make a decision pretty quickly. Business leaders, business decisions are all about intuitive decisions. Many a times you don't have data. You got to make a call years down the line. What's going to happen? So we got to do it now. Intuition. It's drawing an experience from somewhere, and that is this invisible field of experience that we've had. With meditation, we're developing that intuition significantly. We are able to accept. Thoughts create reality to do the same. And we're able to accept this fundamental the more we meditate. Of course, we experiment a little bit until the analytical mind is reasoned. But then intuition, the more it becomes stronger, we keep dropping the analytical mind, because otherwise it keeps stopping us from taking up. It keeps stopping us there and say, somebody told me 30 years ago, water is not good for me, mode of transportation. So I'm not going to take ever a boat or anything. That belief is there. We are restricted our whole lifetime with that belief. Our intuitive knowledge is infinite, dear friends. So we develop complex problems. You know it exactly who to go to. Intuitively, you tell market is growing at 10%. I tell you what, I feel that we can grow this time 20. Intuitively, you get somewhere. You make a call on that. You don't have adequate data, but they tell this client is going to give us that order. So pursue it. Right now, it might look very tough, but then pursue it. In the context of mental well-being, there are many, many aspects to it. But when it comes to attaching neuroscience about what's happening into our brain when we meditate, we have several of these feel-good hormones, feel-good chemicals produced, and as a result, by default, that agitated mind calms down. The feel-good chemicals like dopamine or serotonin, a mood changer chemical, or oxytocin, a love chemical. There are 4 or 5 fundamental chemicals that make us feel good. And so if you are Depression is about, if you're depressed, where you went out of control of certain situations that are not going well, it goes out of control is depression. Feeling bad of something, and then you cannot control that anymore, and then it is, repetitive thought, it goes, then we are into this depression, we just cannot pull out. We are addicted because lack of control of our life, and so we're addicted. Why? People just don't give a damn, and then we're expected to work, we're expected to perform, or we're expected to this and that. So we feel like we have control of our life. We just have to we push through in life. And so what happens? Then it leads to addiction. Many people who have the opportunity take on drinks and this and that. Addiction, you got to escape somewhere. Or they went to go into chocolate, they go into coffee, many things that are out of lack of control, that we just desperately want to take something and then feel that high. But meditation is providing all these chemicals plenty. So those feel good is what is required to get us bailed out of these things. And then meditation is providing that. It's providing the dopamine, which is a general reward chemical. And so as a result, we feel good. And so when we feel good, we don't need to escape from something because we're already feeling good. So many of these chemicals that are coming in are naturally helping us to feel good, change the moods pretty quickly, or feel love for somebody else out of no reason. How much ever horrible they've been to us, but there's oxytocin that is there, makes us feel connected. And then so somewhere we pull back rather than just trying to express on something and somewhere out. And as a result, then these are by default produced because it's only the meditation is developing these chemicals. And so as a result, because the fundamental principle is that we are connected, we're not separate. We are always wanting to be as one because that's what we are inside nature. Just the way that day before yesterday we saw those little devices are how much are incoherent they are in the beginning, but they all became coherent in no time, automatically. And so we have these chemicals developed and then try to become one. And so we feel good, and then naturally we express that outside. We get better. Mental well-being is easily achieved through meditation because these chemicals are there. Any of this biggest gain for people through meditation is this mental well-being because it becomes strong, sound mind. Let's go into this meditation once again, dear friends. We're practicing Ana-Pana-Sati meditation. Our goal is to observe the breath to empty the mind and stay in the state of emptiness for as long as we can. With your eyes closed, fingers into fingers, hands in a lap comfortably placed, cross your feet, and then remove the specs if you're wearing, and then observe that breath. Take any point on the nose, preferably in the middle of the eyebrows, and then observe breath is going in and coming out. When you observe your breath, mind is empty. And then the goal is to be in the state of emptiness. In case we have thoughts, attention back to the breath, again observe the breath. And then slowly as you observe, mind becomes empty. Very simple technique that we can latch on to anytime, called breath mindfulness meditation. To be aware of our breath to begin with, mindfully, non-judgmentally. And then as you observe it, non-judgmentally means, don't judge about breath is fast, slow, all that. Just simply observe as is what is there. And then observe the breath, and then that is taking us to empty state automatically. And then be in that state of emptiness, right? And if the thoughts are there, attention back to the breath, again observe. And then again go to the emptiness and be there. And so I'm guiding, I'm playing some music for anyone new. Before we go into this meditation, we're practicing something called heart elevation. Just follow my guidance for it. We talked about this quite well in the first day and second day of this program. You can always go back and listen to those videos in the YouTube playlist to know more about the science of why we're doing this heart elevation technique. But it's pretty simple. Just follow my guidance. Relax yourself, dear friends. Dear friends, dear masters, with your eyes closed, specs removed, keep your hands on your chest area. Rest your attention on your sacred heart, and can you feel your beautiful heart? Feel the beat and rhythm of your heart center, that seat of all emotions. Nurturing, expanding all life with its energies of compassion, kindness, care. Come on, friends, I would like you to feel your heart center, your primary connection to the experience of your life. Feel it. Express gratitude to it, for it is helping you live this life. In this emotion center, love it into your life, feel it. And recollect an experience from your past, from your present, where you felt enormous love, joy, gratitude, kindness, and relive that moment and elevate yourself. Relive that moment of love, of joy, and feel that energy inside your beautiful heart. Allow yourself to find that connection to all things and everybody in this field of energy. The more you experience joy, compassion, kindness, the more coherent you become. And the more you feel that oneness. Feel